Okay, alright, I'm pretty sure I'm late to the whole Bocchi video train. Look, I hesitated for a while, okay? I was a little unsure about this script. But, whatever, I'm late. Oh well, I missed the train. Can't change that. But you know what? I'll bet my bottom dollar people are gonna still be talking about Bocchi for a long time. So, I'm in the clear. Now, Bocchi The Rock is really good. And it took everyone by surprise. So good, freaking Crunchyroll was scared to include it in the anime awards. Get a load of these cowards. So good that everywhere on social media, you couldn't escape Bocchi. Is that a Bocchi Lucky Star intro? What a genius video. And that's a good sign this series will live on as one of the greats, with Goku and the Luffy guy. Now, if you haven't seen it, then come on, dude, get on that. What are you even doing? Go watch it. You owe it to yourself, pal. You owe it. You do. You won't be disappointed. I'm telling you. Unless, I don't know, you suck. But anyway, let's talk about Bocchi like everyone else on the internet. Spoilers. Bocchi The Rock follows Hitori Goto, or Hitori Bocchi, which is Japanese for all alone. Which is Japanese for all alone. This is because Bocchi is an introvert with extreme social anxiety. Kinda like Komi, but on an insane level. Bocchi hasn't been able to connect with others or make friends, like, never. But after seeing some rock star on the TV say he used to be a loner in school, just like her, and he's super famous now, this inspires her to learn guitar. Bocchi now plans to become a famous musician so she can be loved by everyone, just like that dude on the telly. After 3 years of practice, she gains a following online, posting covers under the name Guitar Hero. She's pretty popular online, but IRL, she still has a tough time approaching people. But one day, someone approaches Bocchi. She randomly gets scouted by some girl to fill in as a guitarist in her band, and without even forming words, she gets dragged to a club to play. This is Nijika Ichiji, the drummer for her band. A person with a very bright and cheerful attitude. Her sister Saika is the manager at the live house Starry, and at this club is where Nijika's band, Kaseko Band, plays. Kaseko Band is a pun that kinda means zip tie. This great but awful pun was thought up by their bassist, Ryo Yamada, who's a quiet and expressionless person. I love deadpan characters, and she's hilarious. She's also the one who gives Bocchi her nickname, which was a kinda cruel joke, but Bocchi likes her nickname because it's her first. Oh, boy. After being forced to join and performing on stage in a freaking box, they need a singer, and that ain't gonna be Bocchi. So, enter this radiant positive vibe which burns Bocchi's soul, Ikkyo Kita, an outgoing kind of gal. Earlier, Ichiji mentioned their old guitarist ran off on them. Well, turns out, it was Kita. She ran out on them because she lied about knowing how to play the guitar. She just wanted to get close to Ryo. Also, turns out she never had a guitar. It was a freaking bass. Anyway, Kita rejoins because there was no resentment towards her, obviously, and Bocchi teaches her guitar. And there's our 4 main characters, and our band. Kind of feels familiar. Oh, no, that anime had 5 girls. 5. It's different. So I'm not telling you the whole story, and I won't spoil anything yet, but let me just ramble for a bit. There is nothing new I can say, but I gotta say it. So the animation is fantastic. It has this almost Nichijou, maybe even Lucky Star classic moe look. These character designs stand out well. Nice individuality in their hairstyles, their clothes, nice color tones per character. They catch your eye and pop. It contrasts well with these real looking backgrounds. I don't know what to call that, but it sure looks pretty. There's also this great attention to detail in the way people move and talk, especially with their performances. A nice mix of 2D and 3D CGI, the way they move when they play their instruments, when they sing or just move around on stage. It feels real. I mean, Cloverworks went off with this one. And son, the music is really good too. The OSTs slap, all the songs they perform slap. I've even been listening to that band and Guitar Loneliness and Blue Planet every day since I heard them. And the performances pop off. I had to do this joke. It just popped in my head. Bocchi writes the songs, so the lyrics are a tad bit bleak and kinda depressing. But it's a great way for her to express the way she feels without confronting people. Bocchi can't talk to people very well, but she can definitely reach them with her songs. Obviously, this is a great way for her character to develop courage, and it fits well. Earlier, I mentioned that Bocchi's anxiety is on an insane level, and let me tell you, her meltdowns are wild. I love how with animation you can exaggerate facial expressions and body language to convey different emotions. But the team who worked on Bocchi The Rock took it to new heights by using so many different styles of animation to further capture that feeling of losing your mind. Distorted, downright crazy, and sometimes adorable faces in a couple of 2D styles, crazy 3D or CGI, rotoscoping, stop motion, or unsettling live action shots. A fantastic and creative way to show emotions that can't be seen in real life. They capture these feelings perfectly. These moments of stress are jokes. I mean, this series is very funny, but aside from making you laugh, it takes time to let Bocchi grow, coming out of her shell little by little. She has small but great strides of character development. It's very relatable. Bocchi The Rock speaks to its audience, to introverts or those who overthink, or people with anxiety. Whether you have these issues constantly or just occasionally, we all go through these moments, and like Bocchi, we all learn and grow from them, and the showrunners definitely respect that. And to kind of piggyback off of the thing I mentioned about Bocchi's growth, she has a lot of help and support throughout the series. She has great parents who support her in any way. Her sister is a little shit, but she means well, I think. Obviously, she has friends in her corner and great fans. Also, Saika, who's always giving her some tsundere encouragement. Hirori, who not only gives shockingly good advice while being drunk, but also inspiring Bocchi while always being drunk. An array of great people to help Bocchi out. It's pretty heartwarming. And that's it. That's all I can think of saying. I'm sure someone else on YouTube has already talked about all this. But whatever, yo. So to hopefully make this video a little more entertaining, I'm going to embarrass myself by sharing moments from my life that parallel some scenes in Bocchi. You know, some of that "she's just like me for real" type of shit. Spoilers. Bocchi laying out CDs so people would talk to her. In middle school, I remember bringing my manga out at lunch, and I would read it near people, with the cover facing them so they can see it. Sometimes I wasn't even reading it. I just wanted someone to talk to me. And this was back when anime was still weird to most people. So people probably looked at me and thought, "Get a load of this." I feel like it's pretty common to hesitate before walking into a public place. I remember hesitating for a few minutes to walk into the liquor store to cash my first check. I mean, I didn't know if that dude was gonna think I'm an idiot, and he definitely thought I was a idiot because I stumbled on my words every 5 seconds, and for some reason, I freaked out and asked for a bag before I left. I guess in my early school years, I was a little shy to ask people to play with me, since no one ever understood my Naruto versus Star Wars storylines, so I would play on my own a lot. Bocchi's only messages in her phone were ads and from her parents. This kind of gave me this wave of nostalgic embarrassment. When I started middle school, I got my first phone, It was a small screen with buttons. Everyone else had iPhones, so I would get made fun of, which made me embarrassed to ask anyone for their number. So I only ever had messages from family, my phone bills, and other exciting offers from Boost Mobile. I even remember checking my phone constantly, hoping someone would text me, when I never actually gave out my freaking number. Ah yes, this reminds me of being a fat asthmatic my whole life. I remember having a friend over for the first time and basically planning out everything we do. Then we didn't go with my plan and ended up in the street throwing Bakugan at each other. Also, I'm pretty sure it's a universal feeling to get a little jealous or upset over a family member getting along with your friends way more than you. Makes you feel like a loser. Okay, so like Bocchi trying to get sick to get out of work. I mean, I've never tried to get sick, but I would act sick to get out of school a lot, and more desperately, at outdoor science camp. I faked being sick to get out of a stage performance each cabin had to do. I tried forcing myself to throw up to fool the cabin leader. And similar to Bocchi, I ended up making myself actually feel like shit. Well, at least I got to watch George Lopez with the nurse. And that's it. Overall, Bocchi The Rock is a great series. There's a lot to love about it, and I think anyone can watch it and appreciate it. That being said, I will continue to recommend it to anyone and everyone for the rest of my life. And that's the video. My first video. Kinda took a while, and it isn't perfect, but I'm proud of it, and I'm excited to do more. By the way, I'm Matches, and on this channel, I will be posting videos where I talk about anime and sometimes manga. Hopefully doing reactions or commentary at some point, maybe bringing in some friends, and maybe eventually branching out into other things besides anime. I don't know, only time will tell, but I'm excited to have fun with it. So like and subscribe and all that jazz, or at least consider coming back for future videos. Thanks to anyone that watched this. Till we meet again. Peace out, yo.